Hello children, welcome to class 5. I will be teaching you science. How are you all? Feeling bored at home? Can't go out? It's for some days, children. We all are keeping ourselves safe from this dreadful virus. So, without wasting time, let us do little bit of studies so that when we come back, we'll be knowing some chapters. So the first chapter in science is circulatory system of the human body. So what does circulatory system mean? It is the transport of substances such as nutrients, water and oxygen inside the body, and also the removal of waste gases like carbon dioxide and many other waste substances which the body does not need, and the transportation is done by blood. So what is blood? So the main part of circulatory system is heart, that is connected with various blood vessels. And if I say blood vessels, you have heard the names arteries, veins and capillaries. They are all tube-like structures, very thin, hollow tubes, and inside them flows the red blood. So what is blood? Blood is a liquid medium whose 90% is water, and in it are 3 types of cells called as RBC, WBC, that is and platelet. RBC means red blood cells. It is circular, disc in shape. WBC are irregular in shape. They are white blood cells. And platelets are also colorless, but they are flat cells. Now you have heard about RBC. RBC contains one red pigment. It is because of this that the RBC is red in color, and that is why the blood becomes red. It is hemoglobin. And what is the function of hemoglobin? When the blood comes to our lungs, it is the hemoglobin that absorbs the oxygen only. Because we are not only breathing in oxygen, we are breathing air from the atmosphere. So it is from the air. Air is a mixture of many gases. Oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, isn't it? You have heard these names? So when this air we breathe in, and into the lungs come the blood capillaries, blood vessels. Over there, the hemoglobin of the blood absorbs only the oxygen and carries it to all the cells to supply oxygen. And when we eat food, we digest it in the small intestine, stomach, and some walls of small intestine absorb these digested food. Now these food also have to be supplied to all the parts of the body. So who will carry them? No other than the blood. The blood absorbs all the digested food, and along with oxygen, it travels to all the cells of the body from our head to toe. And there are millions and millions of cells. So to each cell, blood supplies food, oxygen, and blood carried the water. So this way, when the food and oxygen and water is taken up by the cells, they use them up. And as a result, some waste products are formed. And these waste products cannot be kept because they become poison and we will become sick. So they have to be thrown out, removed. So again it is the same blood which carries the waste product. Waste gas is carbon dioxide. We can't keep carbon dioxide. We have to exhale out, breathe out. And the blood again carries the waste substances. So this is why circulatory system is very important. So what are the parts of circulatory system? It is the heart, the blood, and the blood vessels. And there are 3 types of blood vessels. The 2 little broad, little. So they are artery and veins. And some places where this broad arteries and veins can't enter, they become thin and thin so that they can enter. They are capillaries. So that those places should also get food and oxygen, isn't it? Then afterwards, they all are carried to all the parts of the body. Now, how do the blood move? What makes the blood move? It is the heart. Because when the blood is in the heart, it is like a triangular muscular pouch, bag. And the bag keeps on pumping, contracting and relaxing. Contracting and relaxing. It's how, just for example, you've seen balloon, no? You filled air in the balloon and suddenly if you press the balloon, the air goes out. So it's just like that. The arteries and veins are connected with the heart. And when the heart pumps rhythmically, non-stop, it does not stop. So it keeps on filling it with the blood and pumping it to the various cells. So this is how we get the food and the nutrients, the oxygen, the minerals by the blood. And then the blood vessels, arteries, they carry the oxygenated blood. What is oxygenated blood? The blood which comes out from the lungs taking in more and more of oxygen. It is full of oxygen but less of other gases. So that is why it is also called as pure blood. Then that blood is carried by arteries. When the arteries reach any organ, suppose brain or stomach, then they branch out into many capillaries so that they can reach small cells. There they supply all the good things, needed things. And again they carry out the waste with them. And then they join to form veins. So when all the oxygen has been given, the oxygen is no more. They carry out carbon dioxide. The waste substances are there. Extra minerals which are not needed, extra salts which are not needed, are all carried by veins. So veins are those blood vessels which carry waste substances. So that is why they are called as, that they carry impure blood. And this is also said that it is deoxygenated blood. So again the substances are given out, the carbon dioxide is breathed out, the waste substances are excreted out. Again the blood comes back to the lungs to get oxygen. Again the same blood goes to the intestine, the small intestine, to get the digested food absorbed. So this is how the circulation continues again and again and again. So what you are going to do, children, read the chapter slowly and try to understand them. And in the worksheet, previous worksheet number 1, I had sent you some questions. Please try to solve them in your new science copy. Now, how are you going to maintain that? Draw proper headline, write the name of the chapter, the question numbers, write them properly, draw the margin, and after every big answer, underline, and when you finish, draw the end margin, okay? And please don't forget to write the date. Okay, thank you.